It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Good morning again. It is Thursday morning. We're nearing the end of the week. It's coming fast. Today's going to be a good day. We're going to get started with some news. Diana Tyndall is here with from Modern Day Marketing. Again, thanks for being with us, Diana.
You're welcome. Hurry home, Sarah.
Yeah. Later today. All right. In the news, the city of Springfield is buying Hammond's Field. This is cool. The Springfield Cardinals will call it home for at least the next 15 years. The ballpark has been home to the Springfield Cardinals AA team since 2005. Sale price $12 million and includes one parking lot that maybe will be cheaper for folks than some of those others. The city must spend at least $4 million to make improvements to the stadium. The full city council still has to approve the deal. We know the St. Louis Cardinals will lease the stadium until at least 2038. So,
wow, that's exciting.
That is exciting. I'm shocked that they need $4 million worth of improvements because it's a pretty nice stadium.
Yeah.
But that's part of the deal with the St. Louis Cardinals is that it has to be one of the very top stadiums in the entire league. And I guess some other places have got new ones. They've made upgrades. So now Hammond's Field has dropped down a little bit. They got to bring it back up. So
wow.
It ain't cheap. That's for sure.
No, when you start pricing turf, I can tell you from working at Parks and Rec, it is not cheap. Everybody's just like, well, turf your fields. You don't know how much that stuff is. So maybe they have to turf the whole ball field. Maybe that's
maybe
$1 million. Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. We'll see. Springfield City Council adopted new rules for recreational marijuana use now that Missouri voters made it legal. Marijuana will be allowed to be sold for recreational use starting Monday. Councilman Craig Hosmer wanted a 1,000-foot separation between dispensaries and daycares and churches like there currently is for schools, but he was overruled by all the other council members.
Well, all Republicans in Missouri House of Representatives voted for a bill to make it more difficult to change the Missouri Constitution. All Democrats voted against it, and the House proposal would raise the bar for amending the Constitution from a simple majority vote to the public to at least 60%. It needs a second House vote scheduled for today to move to the Senate. And Cox Health is building another of what it calls a super clinic. This one will be in Branson near the Branson Recplex. Cox Health calls it a super clinic, calls super clinics a facility that offers multiple healthcare types, including urgent care, primary care, as well as lab services and radiology. It should be open in spring of next year and follows the Cox Health super clinics already in Springfield, Nixa, Ozark, and Monette.
Yeah, those things are popping up all over the place. And,
well, the need is great. I mean, we constantly, I feel like, need more options.
Yeah, they seem super nice too. Super nice.
Yeah.
Weather. Did you hear my dog bark? By the way, could you hear that?
No.
No, you didn't hear it. Okay, she was right here and she barked. It was the first time she's ever barked on
camera.
Hi. But anyway, she's going up the stairs now. She's usually upstairs on the main floor while I'm down here, but now that Sarah's gone, she's got nobody else, so she comes down here with me.
Just want to say hi.
Yeah. Let's do some weather. The winter weather is pretty much gone, so we can be thankful for that. Today we're gonna get up to 45 degrees. It'll be sunny, so we'll let the melting commence and do so in earnest. Tomorrow 40 and sunny, so a bit of a setback. Then Saturday 51, Sunday 56, and Monday 61 degrees.
Oh my goodness. Can I just say I'm excited that the kids are back in school, and I am not a good working parent from home with schooling the kids.
A little stressful, is it?
Slightly. Actually, very stressful.
You can't get any actual work done, right? Is that the
well,
problem?
I do get work done, but it's at the expense of the kids gaming, and I hate that. I hate that. I mean, we did other projects. We cooked, and we played Scrabble. There were only minimal tears during that, but it's like trying to break up fights.
Yeah.
You know how life goes.
So you can't keep them occupied all day because you got work to do.
Yeah. I've got to finish my billing.
Got it. We got some good news and some bad news on the local economy.
Mm,
Springfield area unemployment rate dropped in the month of December. It fell from 2.1% in November to 1.9% in
mm,
December, so very low.
okay.
Missouri's overall unemployment rate also dropped from 2.4% to 2.3% in the month of December. That's the good news.
Okay.
Bad news. Inflation really is taking its toll on our neighbors here in the Ozarks. Springfield Daily Citizen just did a story that points out there are more people needing food assistance right now than at the height of the COVID lockdowns in 2020.
You're
That's, yeah,
kidding.
that's shocking. That's shocking.
Wow.
Since last fall, the network of food pantries partnering with Ozarks Food Harvest has served an average of 62,000 people every month, nearly 12,000 more than during the pandemic, which
Mm,
also is shocking. To try to deal with that inflation problem, just
mhm.
yesterday, the Federal Reserve raised the interest rate again, this time by not as much, by just a quarter of a point, trying to keep everything in check, but it ain't good.
Wow. Well, and the thing that goes through my head is since school has been out, I know how important the backpack program is with Ozarks Food Harvest and what they do for kids who, constantly struggle with hunger and they're
Yeah,
expecting to get school lunches. And boy, that just breaks my heart.
yeah.
Well, now a shocking stat as experts predict a coming recession in this country. 64% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. Part of the problem is the rising price of household expenses because of this rampant inflation that's been happening. Many families are seeing paycheck gains wiped out by the rising costs of essentials. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve is expected to raise interest rates again, but this time by 1/4%.
Yeah, just a quarter this time, and there's more likely coming. And we continue on this just because, not to depress you, but
Well, I too late.
it's news you need to know.
That's true.
We need to know what's going on in the world, and so we can
Yeah.
adjust accordingly if we need to adjust our budget or whatever to prepare for
Yeah.
maybe a coming recession. Major companies are certainly planning on that,
Wow.
laying off people. IBM laying off 3,900 people. Electronics maker Philips, hospital equipment maker as well.
Mhm.
Philips will cut about 6,000 jobs in the next 2 years. That's in addition to 4,000 they already announced, so 10,000 jobs. Dow Chemical Companies cutting $1 billion this year, laying off 2,000 people. The meatless food maker Impossible Foods laying off 20% of its workforce, 700 people. PayPal planning to lay off roughly 7% of its workforce, about 2,000 employees. So you see all that happening, and what do they know that maybe I don't know living in Springfield in my home? But it's the warning signs seem to be everywhere,
And robots are gonna take over the world.
pretty much. Pretty much.
Or at
Yeah.
least some of the jobs maybe they're firing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
And then we know Bed Bath Beyond is struggling, but Springfield's Bath and Beyond store will stay open, even as the company announces 87 new store closures.
mm,
That's in addition to the 150 store closures they announced last year. Bed Bath given a notice of default from its lender and might have to file for bankruptcy. The new closure list from Bed Bath Beyond has one Missouri store on it. That store is up in the St. Louis area. So the Springfield store is surviving for now.
mm, okay. Use up those 20% coupons while you can,
Well,
guys,
you can.
right? Well, the snow gave away the hiding spot of 2 juveniles wanted for burglarizing a convenience store in Ozark. Plaza Gas on South Street had been broken into early Wednesday morning, but the police followed footsteps in the snow to a house where they found the juveniles and tobacco products stolen from the store, literally not covering up their tracks.
You
Serves them
know,
right?
yeah, that's a low-level thief, which good for them. They got caught at an early age. Perhaps this prevents them from doing that ever
Yes.
again. But it's kind of a humorous story.
It is funny, kids these days don't make
Kids,
bad choices like that.
darn kids. This story is mind-blowing, really.
What?
Here's a question: how many chicken wings would it take to add up to $1.5 million worth of chicken wings?
Oh, a lot?
A lot.
I don't even know.
A
Math is
lot of
hard for
chicken
me.
wings. A lot of chicken wings. Well, however many
Um,
that is how many chicken wings a school district official in Chicago is accused of now stealing. This happened during coronavirus when, of course, all the fraud happened, you know.
oh,
The woman who was actually, sounds like she had a pretty good job that she's now lost. She was the district's food service director for the entire district. She's accused of ordering so many chicken wings through the school district that the district was $300,000 over its yearly budget 6 months into that budget, halfway through the year.
oh my goodness.
And it was during coronavirus when students weren't eating at school
Not
and
eating chicken wings.
schools there don't even serve chicken wings because of the bones.
Oh my goodness. So it was all going, she was taking it all. She was
taking it all.
she was having a block party. It
She
sounds
was
like.
having a wing ding for sure. I mean, but what's crazy about it is who thinks you're going to get away with that?
Well,
You
she
know what I
did.
mean?
She
No, she
apparently
didn't.
did.
She's going to be going to prison.
Well, yeah, she's
She's
going
in
to
jail
prison,
on
but
a
she
$150,000 bond.
oh my goodness.
How do you think that's not going to catch up with you?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what took the schools so long to catch this.
Well, it is Chicago and it's government, so
No
there's
comment.
two things,
No
two
comment. My
strikes
folks used
against
to
it.
live there and they paid property taxes. And if you have a house in Chicago, I am so sorry. I am
It's
so sorry.
outrageous. The state
Ridiculous.
is horribly run top to bottom,
Mm.
but especially Chicago. I guess she thought she was going to get away with it. Nobody's going to notice going $300,000 over budget for half the year when the kids aren't even in school.
I mean, she could have done chicken nuggets, right? And that would have been easier to at least say, "Oh, well, the kids are getting chicken nuggets at least."
Right.
And then, have your
No,
block party with chicken nuggets, but that's
she
not the same
she
as chicken wings in Chicago.
she
I
wanted
will tell you
wings.
that.
She wanted wings. I don't know what the full story is. I mean, surely she was selling them to a restaurant or something, doing something, because you can't eat that many chicken wings. That's insane.
I think we need to hear more on this story, but
Yeah, I'm going to
thank
dig
you
deeper.
for sharing it.
I'll tell you that much. Only in Chicago, right?
Only
Only
in
in Chicago.
Oh, wow.
All right. Be glad you don't live in Chicago. We're here in the Ozarks where it's going to be a nice day. So get out and enjoy it. Thank you for watching. And Diana, thank you for filling in
You're
for so long. This
welcome.
has been fantastic.
Woohoo! It's been fun.
Yeah.
You can have me on anytime as a fill-in. It's been a joy.
Well,
I mean, if you'll
wonderful.
have me, if I don't get fired, right?
No, you will not be
Like the
fired.
chicken
In
wing
fact,
lady.
we might end up seeing you next week. I have to check Sarah's travel
Really?
plans. But yes,
Oh my goodness.
it's a busy time. It's a busy time.
Okay.
But
Well,
Diana Tyndall from Modern Day Marketing, thank you for being with us. It's been fun. Hope you
yes.
enjoyed yourself, and we haven't made these podcasts stretch out too long for you.
Thank you, guys, and thanks, Ethan.
All right. See you all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.